To accurately diagnose hidden internal faults, rather than just obvious external ones, you must master fundamental hydraulic theory. We call this troubleshooting logic. Let's master these exact principles step by step. Troubleshooting logic number 1. Hydraulic logic and operational purpose. Every hydraulic system is engineered for a specific operational goal. For that operation to succeed, the exact pressure and fluid flow must arrive at the perfect timing. A system fault is simply that pressure or flow missing its precise timing. As a true technician, you must think logically. Your ultimate goal is to pinpoint exactly where the pressure or flow has been broken. Troubleshooting logic number 2. Flow versus pressure. When troubleshooting, you must understand this fundamental truth. A pump does not create pressure. A pump only creates a fluid flow. Pressure is only created when there is resistance against that flow. In a system, this resistance is the actual work or the operational purpose you are trying to achieve. Remember this, pressure only builds when work is actively being done. Troubleshooting logic number 3, the closed circuit logic. To build the correct pressure, the oil's path from the pump directly to the actuator must be a completely closed circuit. If this path opens up anywhere, like a hidden internal leak, the resistance required to build pressure will never form. Why? Because the flow completely escapes through that exact open location. When troubleshooting, your mission is to logically trace and expose exactly where this closed circuit has opened up. I know these engineering concepts are incredibly deep. If you have any doubts, or if anything is unclear, drop a comment down below right now. I am always ready to solve your technical problems. To successfully troubleshoot using these logics, you must have a complete mastery of your system's components. Let's look at an exclusive technical method to instantly visualize and understand the operation of any hydraulic system at a single glance. We call this the E-mind logic. When you look at a hydraulic system, mentally divide it into exactly 2 absolute ends. At one end, you have the pump. This is the supreme power source, delivering the exact fluid flow required to achieve the system's purpose. At the exact opposite end, you have the operational purpose itself, the actual work you need to accomplish. When troubleshooting, you must always keep the pump at one end and the final purpose at the other, and logically trace the path directly between them. The core of any fault comes down to a complete breakdown in flow and pressure. Behind every hydraulic failure, there are only 3 main culprits. Number 1, source failures. The pump is failing to deliver the correct flow. Number 2, leakage. An internal leak breaks the closed circuit, completely destroying your pressure and bleeding away your flow. And number 3, obstructions and switching failures. Your directional control valves are failing to shift into the correct operating positions. Now, let's talk about the control logic. As we established, a system's fault is simply the failure to achieve its operational purpose. To make troubleshooting incredibly simple, you must divide any hydraulic system into exactly 3 main sections. Section 1 is the pumping section. This is the ultimate source of power, supplying brute force to the entire system. Section 2, the control section. This is the absolute command center that dictates your operational purpose. And Section 3, the delivery section, where the final brutal work is actually executed. The control section divides your main purpose into different operational states, like lifting, lowering, pushing, or rotating. We call the network that handles this the control circuit. When troubleshooting, if a fault affects every single action of your system, the problem lies deep within the pumping section. But if the fault only affects one specific operation, for example, the machine refuses to lift, but everything else works perfectly fine, you can instantly isolate the failure to that specific control circuit. This is exactly how the world's most elite technicians troubleshoot. In a hydraulic system, shifting between these operations simply means changing direction, and that massive responsibility falls entirely on the directional control valve. If your system fails to shift into a specific operation, your attention must immediately lock onto that exact directional valve. By isolating exactly where the shifting fails, you stop wasting hours tearing apart the entire system, and you zero in directly on the hidden fault. In modern systems using electrical solenoid valves, a shifting failure usually comes down to two deadly reasons. First, the valve is simply missing its required electrical signal. Second, a safety interlock has been triggered. If a critical safety condition isn't perfectly met, the interlock system absolutely blocks power to that valve. You can try all day, but that operation will never shift. Therefore, verifying the electrical signal and safety interlocks before tearing into the physical valve is the true mark of a master technician. Now let's talk about pilot circuits and professional conclusions. Beyond electrical issues, there is another major and often overlooked reason why a system fails to shift: the pilot control system. To operate massive, complex directional valves, manufacturers use dedicated pilot lines. For that main valve to shift, it absolutely must receive the correct pilot oil pressure and flow. If there is a restriction in this pilot line, or if the pilot pressure suddenly drops, the main valve never receives its command. The entire system completely shuts down. Therefore, when troubleshooting, verifying both the main system pressure and the pilot control pressure is absolutely critical. Now for the professional conclusion. Remember this: when hunting down a hydraulic fault, your theoretical knowledge and your real-world experience are equally vital. A successful master technician always follows these steps. First, ask the operator. Get the exact details of how the failure happened directly from the person running the machine. Second, read the schematics. You must be able to read circuit diagrams to perfectly identify the valves and their exact functions. If you need help with this, make sure to watch our dedicated video series on drawing schematics. Third, use your senses. Listen for abnormal gravel grinding sounds, feel for excessive heat, and visually inspect for oil leaks to form an accurate diagnosis. But above all else, prioritize your safety. Following maximum safety protocols with absolute presence of mind is what truly defines you as an elite professional. In the upcoming lessons of the Logic series, we will dive even deeper into advanced troubleshooting logic. I invite you to watch those videos and permanently sharpen your technical edge. If you have any specific technical questions, drop a comment down below. If this video gave you real engineering value, hit that like button and share it to educate others. To completely master the hidden secrets of hydraulic technology, subscribe to eMind right now. We will meet again in another highly technical masterclass. I am eMind, undoubtedly recognized. Stay focused and stay technical.